The Global CEO Forum, yet again, initiated a landmark event in connection with the International Women's Day for 2024. And today, with me is Dr. Samantha Rathnayake, who happens to be the Senior Lecturer of PIM of Jayewardenepura, who would be sharing his viewpoints with regard to the concluded event. Doctor, please tell us your views with regard to this program which we had in connection with the International Women's Day and to commemorate this special event for the corporate ladies. What sort of a view do you have with regard to the concluded event by the Global CEO Forum?
Oh, first of all, thank you, Sabrina. I would say that hats off to the team, the Global CEO Forum, the chairman down the line, the team. You have done a splendid job converging glamorous ladies who are excelling at different spheres in their respective business arena. So coming together and meeting along with, of course, male, females, all the business leaders. So as far as event is concerned, it's a very good start in line with your series of events. Getting into my involvement is I was invited to give some closing remarks. So they are I put it into a simple format. I would say that looking at the keynote speakers and the chief guests, they were highlighting the context. The context is even though there are certain numbers are promising, but still some contradictions there when it comes to giving that room, the space for that women leaders, but they are doing very well. In terms of particularly, I would like to stress that point here, this from the context to conduct. I think that is where these kind of events are coming up and very vital. Broadly, I highlighted in my theme this getting into ambition to aspiration. So most of these events and the other activities are focusing on ambition. That might be a short-sighted and halfway it's over. But there should be aspiration which talks about progress, the way forward, growth, next step. It is not just moving from point A to point B. It is about taking, in that light, I would say this is a fascinating event and a lot of prospects and promising start, I would say. Once again, hats off to the team.
Dr. Rathnayake, there are so many events that have been organized in connection with the International Women's Day, locally as well as globally. But then again, what should be the real crust and what should be the real key strategies in organizing such events when it comes to recognizing a corporate business female leader?
I would like to see this in twofold. One is, Sabrina, now if you look at the Global CEO Forum, the entire gamut of initiative, you have a vision like in line with the country's growth, so that you are trying to fill this vacuum, kind of a space of creating Sri Lankan professionals to global arena, because that's the need of the hour, coming up in big time, particularly the post-pandemic context. Having said that, if we look at the event per se, your chairman has highlighted your vision and mission statement that articulates very clearly what you want to do, that bringing that innovation, collaboration, bringing and creating a platform for local entrepreneurs, professionals, whether they are male or female, particularly women, to take them to the global arena. So that is very much promising in that sense. Looking forward, I would see a very good line of thinking is there. There's a philosophy, there is a way of working. At the same time, I would see the other way is that there are multiple initiatives available in the country. That's good. That is required. That's a co-opetition. But in terms of my previous word, if I derive once again, it is aspiration point of view, progress point of view. We need to look at kind of a continuous engagement in that sense, taking it to the next level and doing that not just a one-off event, and creating that opening, looking at number of initiatives. So according to my understanding and the other collaborative, synergistic views highlighted by the many speakers, you have a plan to excel this area, nurture this area, foster this area. I think in terms of the country's growth point of view, that's the need of the hour.
A success story would not just blossom out just like that. Of course, there is a driving force right at the back, and that's exactly why this event just didn't conclude for the sake of inaugurating an event, but we also, Doctor, made sure to introduce a special edition stating and titling Women in Steel, and we were successful to highlight and bring in prominent business ladies in a candid conversation where we also introduced an inaugural copy in connection with the International Women's Day. I'm sure you have some viewpoints with regard to the magazine that we launched.
Absolutely. That endorses what I just mentioned. Say that your first step, you have dedicated over 200, I think somewhere 200, closer to 50 pages
Exactly.
to cover these diverse women leaders at different spheres of expertise, and the stories that you have compiled into one such commitment. I think that's absolutely fantastic. It's really encouraging because getting those two, I'm eager to read immediately within next couple of days. So the point is that their story, the setting, the background, what they have done and what they are looking for in terms of contributing to the country. So most of them both locally and internationally excel members. So that's a good sign. I think this would be a fascinating encouragement point for other women also to come forward. So that's the space creation. So I think in that light, once again, it's a very commendable thing, and getting them showcasing more and more. It should be a series of events. End of the day, what we are looking at, taking these professional women or the other leaders, entrepreneurs, and encouraging them, inviting them, and taking them from just mere ambition to aspiration. So we hope to see that more and more such events are coming up, and encouraging them to go forward.
Thank you, Doctor. We were in conversation with Dr. Samantha Rathnayake, sharing his views with regard to the concluded Women's Day program, which was presented to you by the Global CEO Forum. And as you know, Global CEO Forum, together with Global CEO Magazine, is always part and parcel with the corporate world.